Hello everyone, it's me Sanjay Vasu back again for another video. This time doing it on Cambridge Secondary 1 Checkpoint for Mathematics Paper 2 April 2017. You're allowed to use a calculator. Let's start. Question 1. Put a ring around the larger fraction in each pair. 3 by 4 or 7 by 10. 7 by 10 is 14 by 20 when you multiply both sides by 2. And 3 by 4 is equal to 15 by 20 when you multiply both sides by 5. 15 by 20 is greater than 14 by 20 since 15 is greater than 14. That means 3 by 4 is larger. 5 by 8 or 13 by 20. 13 by 20, when you multiply both sides by 2, we get 26 by 40. And 5 by 8, when you multiply both sides by 5, we get 25 by 40. 26 is greater than 25, so this is greater than that, and 13 by 20 is greater. 6 by 10 or 2 by 3. When you multiply this by 3, we get 18 by 30. Multiply by 3 on both sides. And we multiply this by 10 on both sides, we get 20 by 30. So that means 20 is greater than 18, so this is greater. 2 by 3 is greater. That's the answer. Question 2, A. Expand the brackets. 4 into t minus 5. That'll be equal to simply 4 into t minus 4 into 5, 20. That's the answer. B. Here's the formula. W equals 2u plus 7. Work out the value of w when u is equal to 19. That means w is equal to 2 into 19 plus 7. That's equal to 38 plus 7, which is equal to 45. That's the answer. Question 3. Write the missing numbers in the boxes to make the statements correct. A. 50% of 60 is equal to 1 by 5 of dash. 50% of 60 is equal to 30. And 1 by 5 of something is equal to 30. So that something is 30 into 5, which is equal to 150. B. 3 by 4 of 60 is equal to dash percent of 50. 3 by 4 of 60 is equal to 45. And that means dash percent of 50. 45 is equal to 9 by 10 multiplied by 50. 45. And 9 by 10 can be written as 90%. That's the answer. Question 4. Rectangles A and B are identical. Each has a perimeter of 40 centimeters. They are put together to make a new rectangle. The perimeter of the new rectangle is 68 centimeters. Work out the width and length of rectangle A. So both of these rectangles are the same thing. So we know that the perimeter is 40 centimeters. That means that 2L length plus 2B breadth is equal to 40 centimeters. Now, the perimeter of the fourth thing. That's equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 of the lengths plus 2 of the breadths. So 4L plus 2B, that's equal to 68 centimeters as given. Now we subtract these two equations, we get negative 2L because 2B's cancel. That'll be equal to negative 28. So length is equal to 14 centimeters. We found that. Now we can find the width. We can simply substitute 2 into 14 plus 2b is equal to 40. 28 plus 2b equals 40. 2b is equal to 12 and b is equal to 6 centimeters. That's the answer. Question 5. A country has a total area of 40.8 million hectares. 28.4 million hectares is covered with forest. Work out the percentage of the total area that is covered with forest. Give your answer to one decimal place. That'll be 28.4 million. That means 28.4 into 1 million. Like that. Divide by 40.8 into 1 million. And then we have to multiply it by 100. That'll be, we can cancel out the millions. Let's get our calculator out. 28.4 into 100 is equal to 2840. And that divided by 40.8, that's equal to 69.6%. That's to one decimal place. That's the answer. Let's go to question 6. Safia has a restaurant. She wants to share the $246 bill equally between the 7 people. She uses a calculator to work out how to share the bill. Safia says, Everyone needs to pay $35.14. Tick to show if Safia is correct. Yes or no, explain your answer. Well, if you see on the calculator, 246 divided by 7, 35.142857. Well, 35.14 is not the same value as 35.142857. So that means not everyone will be paying the correct amount. 35.14 is not correct because 35.14 is not equal to 35.142857. So if multiplied by 7 for 7 people, it will not be $246 for this value. That's the answer. Question 7. Chen shares $165 between 3 friends. The ratio he uses is Blessy is 1 is to Carlos. Okay. Blessy is to Carlos is to Gabriela. That's 1 is to 4 is to 6. Work out how much Carlos receives. So the total number of parts is 11. Carlos receives 4 parts. So 4 by 11. Of the total, $165. That'll be, if we do it correctly, $60. That's the answer. Question 8. Yuri is investigating the hypothesis girls are more likely to play a musical instrument than boys. He collects data from 40 boys and 80 girls. He finds that altogether 91 of the people asked play a musical instrument, 20 of the girls do not play a musical instrument. Complete the table using this information. So 20 don't play, and 91 play in total. And by the way, this 20 is only for the girls. So that means total 80 girls. Those who play a musical instrument will be 60. And that means if the total is 91 for play a musical instrument, the boys will be 31. And do not play will be 9 because 40 minus 31. Do not play total is 29. That's the answer. B. Complete the sentences. Percentage of girls who play a musical instrument is -%, and the same for percentage of boys. And also, take to show if the data supports UV's hypothesis. So the percentage of girls will be 60 by total 80 into 100%, and that'll be 3 by 4 into 100, 75%. Percentage of boys will be 31 by 40 into 100%, and that will be 77.5% if you did it correctly. And take to show if the data supports UV's hypothesis. Well, here the percentage of boys is higher than the percentage of girls, but he says that girls are more likely. That means that he is wrong, or at least his hypothesis is wrong. So it does not support. That's the answer. Question 9. Show that cube root of 46 is less than the square root of 12.9. Cube root of 46, that'll be equal to, just getting our calculator out, 46 cube root 3.58304 ... Now for the square root of 12.9, let's do that over here as well. That'll be 3.59165 ... So 3.59165 is greater than 3.58304, right? That means that cube root of 46 is less than square root of 12.9. And that's proven. That's the answer. Let's go to question 10. The cost of posting a parcel depends upon its mass. So the mass up to 0.25 kg is $1.20. 0.25 to 0.5, $2.15. 0.5 up to 1 kg, $3.25. 1 kg up to 2 kg, $4.70. 2 kg and over, $6.35. Mike posts 7 bars of chocolate in a parcel. Each bar has a mass of 0.14 kg. Total mass of the packaging is 95 grams. Work out how much it'll cost Mike to post his parcel. You must show how you worked out your answer. So 7 bars, the mass will be equal to 0.14 into 7, 0.98 kilograms, 980 grams. So now the mass of the packaging is 95 grams. So 980 plus 95, that'll be equal to 1075 grams, which is equal to 1.075 kilograms. This comes inside this range, 1 kg up to 2 kg, right? Because greater than 1 kg and less than 2 kg. So he'll have to pay $4.70. That's the answer. Question 11. A bias spinner has 6 sides. The table shows the probabilities for some of the outcomes. So the outcomes for 1, 2, and 4 are given, and the outcomes for 3, 5, and 6 are not given. The remaining 3 outcomes are equally likely for all of them. Work out the probability that the spinner lands on 5. So the total of 3, 5, and 6 probabilities, that will be equal to 1 minus all the values given, and that will be equal to 0.27. Now, the probability of 5 will be 1/3 of the probability of 3, 5, and 6, right? So that'll be 1 by 3 into 0.27, which is 0.09, and that is our answer. Let's go to question 12. An adult lion is 1.21 meters tall and a baby lion is 55 centimeters long. Write down the ratio of the height of the adult lion to the height of the baby lion. Give your answer in simplest form. 1.21 meters is equal to 121 centimeters. So that means the ratio will be ratio equals 121 is to 55. That's equal to dividing by 11. 11 is to 5. That's the answer. Question 13. A. Calculate the value of x plus 5 into x minus 4 when x is equal to minus 3. So that will be equal to minus 3 plus 5 into minus 3 minus 4. That will be 2 into minus 7. That's minus 14. That's the answer. B. X plus 5 into x minus 4 is equal to 286. Use trial and improvement to find the positive solution for this equation. For your trials in the table, you may not need all the rows. So when x is equal to 10, x plus 5 into x minus 4 is equal to 90. Now, this is too small, right? So we can go x is equal to 20. Now, x plus 5 into x minus 4 is 25 into 16. And if you do that correctly, you get the answer 400, which I will write over here. But that's much greater than 286, so we can go down. Let's say 15. That's the middle of 10 and 20, so we can take that. Now 15 plus 5, 20. 15 minus 4, which is 11. 20 into 11 is 220. And that is still a bit less. Now we can go to 16. 16 plus 5, 21. 16 minus 4, 12. 21 into 12 is equal to 252. So 252, it's still a bit less, so we can go to 17. 17 plus 5 is 22. 17 minus 5 is 13. And if you do 22 into 13, you get the answer as 286. And now we got the right answer over here because the answer, the solution, is supposed to be 286, which it is over here when x is 17. So x is equal to 17, and that's our answer. C. Explain and simplify x plus 5 into x minus 4. That'll be using the FOIL method. Front x squared minus 4x because outside plus 5x because inside and minus 20. That'll be equal to x squared plus x minus 20. That's the answer. Question 14. A car travels at 240 kilometers in 3 3/4 hours. Calculate the average speed of the car. That'll be 240 by 3 3/4. Now 3 3/4 is an improper fraction, 15/4. That's 240 into 4/15. And that'll be equal to 64 kilometers per hour. That's the answer. Question 15. Here are the times in seconds that 7 adults take to run a race. 40.8, 46.3, 49.2, 38.2, 44, 42.9, and 45.5. Hassan calculates the mean time. He writes, the mean time is 43.8428571 seconds. A. Write a comment about the accuracy that Hassan uses in recording the answer. So he has written his accuracy as 7 decimal places, which is of course too much. So Hassan has used the accuracy to be for too many decimal places. And B, write his answer to a more suitable degree of accuracy. We can see that all the results over here are given in 1 decimal place accuracy. So that means you can make this as a more suitable degree, which is 1 decimal place. And that'll be 43.8 because 4 is less than 5. And we don't change anything in the places. That's the answer. Question 16. Anastasia owns a cafe. She records the number of hot drinks and the number of cold drinks she sells on each of the 10 days. The data for the first 6 days has been plotted on the scatter graph. Number of hot drinks and number of cold drinks are the data. A. Complete the scatter graph by plotting the data for the remaining 4 days. So the 6 days which are completed, they're shaded. Now we need to plot for these 4. 60 for hot drinks and 80 for cold drinks. That'll be over here. 68 for hot drinks and 76 for cold drinks. There. 84 for hot drinks and 65 for cold drinks. Over here. And 74 for hot drinks, 82 for cold drinks. Up there. That's our answer. B. State the type of correlation shown in the scatter graph. So we can see that it is clearly negative. But then because of these 3 points, we can't say that it is very strong. This points from an approximate line of best fit, but these 3 are there, so this cannot be a strong negative correlation, so it's simply a weak negative correlation. That's the answer. Question 17. The nth term of a sequence is 2n squared plus 3. Work out the first 3 terms of the sequence. So you can write the first term, second term, third term. For first term, substitute n is equal to 1. And then that'll be equal to 2 into 1 squared plus 3. That's 2 plus 3, 5. Now for second term, substitute n is equal to 2. 8 plus 3, 11. Third term, substitute n is equal to 3. So 2 into 3 squared plus 3, that'll be equal to 21. Now we can just write the first, second, third term in the blanks here, which are these 3 over here. That's the answer. Question 18. The diagram shows a right angled triangle with base x centimeters and height x minus 2 centimeters. Write an expression for the area of the triangle. The area will be half BH, which will be half into base, which is x, into height, which is x minus 2. So that's simply half x into x minus 2 centimeters squared. Question 19. Rajiv buys a book for $2.50. He sells the book for $4.29. Calculate his percentage profit. So that'll be $4.29 minus $2.50 divided by the original price, which is $2.50, multiplied by 100% to get in percentage value. Let's get our calculator out. Here we are. So 4.29 minus 2.5 divided by 2.5 after that into 100%. That's equal to 71.6%. That's the profit percent, and that's our answer. Let's go to question 20. A point lies on the line the x plus 2y equals 12. The x coordinate of the point is 1. Work out the y coordinate. We can substitute x is equal to 1. So 3 into 1 plus 2y is equal to 12. 3 plus 2y equals 12. 2y equals 9. And y is equal to 4.5. That's the answer. Let's go to B. Work out the coordinates of the point where the line 3x plus 2y equals 12 crosses the x-axis. And that means the point where y is equal to 0. That means 3x is equal to 12, so x is equal to 4. Coordinate is equal to, I'll write as p, 4 as x, and 0 as y. That's the answer. C. Draw the graph of 3x plus 2y equals 12. In the A part, we found the point that x coordinate is equal to 1, y will be equal to 4.5. So let's say P1 is equal to x value 1, y value 4.5, 1 comma 4.5. Now, you can find another point by using answer for part B. The other one will be the x-intercept, or the point where the line crosses the x-axis, 4 comma 0. So P2 can be 4 comma 0. Now we can just mark both of these points, 1 comma 4.5, 4 comma 0 down there. We can connect the 2 points and extend this line. Extend it this way. And once you've done that, this graph is our answer. Let's just label it 3x plus 2y equals 12, and also show clearly which points you have used by darkening them a bit with a dot. That's the answer. Let's go to question 21. Complete the table to show the sum of interior angles for different polygons. Number of sides is 5, sum is 548 degrees. Sum is 720 degrees, that's equal to 180 into n minus 2, right? That's the formula. So n minus 2 is equal to 720 by 180, which is 4. N is equal to 6, so it is 6 sides. Now for 9 sides, using the formula 180 into n minus 2, n is equal to 9, so 180 into 9 minus 2, 180 into 7, and that'll be 1260 degrees. That's the answer. Question 22. Pierre walks 24 kilometers due north and 7 kilometers due east. Calculate how far he is from his starting position. So let's draw a diagram. Pierre is over here. That's a starting point. Now 24 kilometers due north and 7 kilometers east. So the total distance from starting position, first I'll label this as 24 kilometers and then 7 kilometers. The total distance from the starting position will be this. I'll name this ending point as Q. So this is the total distance. And since this is a right angle triangle, north is at a right angle to east, that means we can use Pythagorean theorem to find this. So a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. Now let's just first name this point as r. Now we can continue. PR squared plus QR squared equals PQ squared. Now 7 squared plus 24 squared is equal to PQ squared. 49 plus 576, that's PQ squared. And if you do that, 625 is equal to PQ squared. PQ is equal to root 625, which is equal to 25 kilometers. And that's the distance he is from the start position. That's the answer. Question 23. The diagram shows a garden A, B, C, D rectangle. The shaded area is covered with grass, this area over here. The area covered with grass is formed from 2 semicircles in a rectangle. Calculate the area covered with grass. So first we can find the area of semicircle 1, and then the rectangle, and then semicircle 2. So area of semicircle 1 is equal to half pi r squared, half pi into this length, which is the same as this one, 2.5 meters. Whole thing squared. Just get a calculator out right here. Half into pi into 2.5 squared. That's 9.817 meters squared. Now the area of the rectangle will be equal to the length into breadth, which is equal to what's the breadth and what's the length. This length is 6 meters as given over here, and the breadth, because the full thing is 9 meters like that, and there's 2.5 over here, there's 3 over here, so that means we can do this is 9 minus 3 minus 2.5, and that'll be equal to 3.5 meters. And now we can do that as 6 into 3.5 as length into breadth. That's equal to, let's do it on a calculator, 21 meters squared. Now for the area of semicircle 2 over here, that'll be half pi r squared once again, because semicircle, that's equal to half pi into 3 squared, because 3 meters over here this time, that's the radius. So that'll be equal to 4.5 pi, since 9 comes here and into half, so 4.5 pi, that'll be equal to, let's just do that here, 14.137 meters squared. I wrote this to 3 decimal places, so did I write this one over here. So did I write this one over here. Now we can simply add up these values. So the total area, I'll write as TA, that's equal to the value 9.817 plus 21 plus 14.137. And let's just do that here. 9.817 plus 21, and then we can simply add 14.137. That's equal to 44.954 meters squared, and that's the answer. Let's go to the last question, which is question 24. The diagram shows a quadrilateral. A teacher asks her class to show how the quadrilateral tessellates. The work of 2 students is shown. Mia's work is over here and Lily's work is over here. Lily has shown a tessellation of the quadrilateral correctly. Explain why Mia has not shown a tessellation of the quadrilateral, where there are no gaps. But Mia's work shows that there are still some triangle-shaped gaps in between these shapes. So Mia's work still has some gaps between the shapes. And that's the answer. And with that, I come to the end of my video. Please like this video, subscribe to our channel, share this video with your friends and family, and comment on how you think this video was and how we can improve our channel. With that, I'm signing out this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.